September, and yeah, I feel like I'm in a mirror land here. Friday the market went down, and it went down a lot farther than I thought, and a lot farther than my probabilities say. And then today, I expected a bit of a bounce, but I was expecting it to hold for sure at the pivot and fail, and they just took the thing right up to R1. And you know, we're now in this next 8 days of craziness. So, from the binary option standpoint, I'm just going to give it a rest for a couple days. It's been, it's not working at the moment. So I'm not going to push it until I get a better sense as to what the Fed's going to do. And I may not have good sense for the next, 5 to 6 weeks either. So the volatility could stay high. But just wanted to preamble with that. It's just a bit of a surprise for me. Typically you have a follow through down at least a lot farther, and they just ramped this thing right back up. So either they're very, very afraid, or somebody very much knows that the Fed is not going to raise interest rates, and they just want to get a cheaper price. But 2%, I mean, come on, big money. That's amazing. But anyway, I want to look at some charts here. Miners and metals held up nicely today, and in fact, they were green. And gold, it took to the end of the day before I got a buy signal on it. I kind of held off because I think we're going to get some choppiness, and I think they're going to keep trying to pound on gold. So I'm not quite ready to put a buy signal on gold just yet. But silver wheaten. Had a nice reversal, but again, it's still, I'm just not ready to tell people to buy more of it, and I think because of the week, but it's nice that it was a green today, but I think it's gonna be listless until Yellen gives the real deal, I'm not gonna raise answer, and same goes for SILJ. In fact, it hit its 20 moving average derivative here, and it held it. So, we can get some more weakness back in the miners again. So just be prepared. XIV, I mean, crazy. I did a report yesterday, talked about, typical reversal, but a lot of times these things double Dutch bust. So, we got a pretty hard push down and went all the way back up and hit the resistance area here and pull back some. Looks like a little bit more after hours too. And so, we bought UVXY puts. Some people stayed in XIV. Those in XIV I asked to get out before the end of the day. And those in UVXY puts, I covered them with ones that are expiring this Friday. So we bought Friday a week from now the 20s when it was over 22, and then we sold the 20s. So we essentially took half our risk off the table. We'll let those expire worthless, and I'm pretty sure we'll drift back up over 20 on UVXY before Friday. And then they'll make a decision whether I want to cover the ones for next week or let them fly. It all depends on what it does. But my expectation is that we'll get some weakness this week, and then next week we'll get some more weakness again before the Fed meeting. And then if they raise rates, then we're covered and we got some profit out of it. If they don't raise rates, then UVXY is gonna drop to the floor. GLD is gonna fly, and then the market, I'm not really sure. They probably will go up, but man, it's been in this range forever. So probably at the most we'll get back up to 218, 219. But I think with the election coming up and Hillary sick and so many unknowns and Julia Assange ready to come out with some new information and debates, that I just think this market's going to be in quite a bit of turmoil till the election. But also what's working, which is interesting to me, is I was going to type in ags. That's how tired I am. Is corn It's still just grinding away. It might hit some resistance here at the 1930 level, and then those who have been following for a while, we may take half off the table and see where it goes. But it looks I wouldn't say strong because it's coming off a pretty weak base, but it's still grinding higher. Wheat's grinding higher again, and it's just a nice stair step pattern. And I'm still holding my full position on it. I'm waiting to see what happens here when it gets hits that yellow line around the 950, 960 area, 940, and maybe take half off there, and then reevaluate. And then my other big position that I have that's a specific ownership is coffee, and I'm staying with it. It's drifting down here, but I think it's expiration related. So I'm going to wait for those contracts to roll, and then I think we're going to get another move higher. Coffee is just a mess around the world, so they're having trouble in Brazil again with the weather, and there's a beetle infestation affecting many other countries, and so I'm expecting coffee to have good support for quite a bit of time, and then on the ag chem side is MOS. It's a long-term hold for me, and it got banged again on the I tried to buy it on Thursday into Friday, and we got taken right back out. So I'm a little gun shy right now. I think I'm gonna wait to buy it before won't buy it before it gets back above the yellow line there for me, and then I kind of feel better that we have a trend established, and so. But I'm holding it long term. My long term price is $25.95, and again, I'm expecting a double. They're going to this industry is going to consolidate, and the harvest next year are going to require a lot more potash. So anyway, so that's where I'm at. Very tiring day. We'll see if we get a reprieve tomorrow, but I think the next 7 days are going to be. I think this is the professional money that's going to move us retail people all over the place. So anyway, enjoy the football games. I'm going to try, and I'll be back at it tomorrow. Thanks, Bob from Trade Genius. Bye-bye.